It was 1969, the peak of the muscle car era. Gas was cheap, horsepower was king, and Detroit was in a full-blown war to dominate NASCAR. In the middle of that high-octane battlefield stood a car with a name that sounded like thunder, Ford Talladega. Not just a car, but a weapon forged for one purpose, speed.
This wasn't your average Mustang or Torino. This was something different.
Something engineered in the wind tunnel, refined on the track, and built to leave Dodge and Plymouth eating dust.
The Ford Talladega was born out of necessity. NASCAR had changed the game.
Aerodynamics had become the key to victory, and the rules required that race cars be based on production models. So, if you wanted to race it, you had to sell it. Ford took that challenge seriously. They took the already potent Torino, stretched the front end, reshaped the nose, and smoothed out every edge they could. Then they gave it a name that paid homage to the newly constructed Talladega Superspeedway, a track designed to break records and push limits. The Talladega wasn't just a car, it was Ford's declaration of war. To the untrained eye, the Talladega looked a lot like a Torino, but look closer and you'll see the changes that made all the difference. The front end was longer by about 5 inches, featuring a unique flush-mounted grille and bumper assembly that cut through the air like a knife. This wasn't for looks, this was for function. NASCAR was a game of fractions, and Ford knew every mile per hour mattered. They dropped the rocker panels and modified the frame to lower the body, giving the Talladega a sleek, low stance that glued it to the track. The rear was kept largely stock, but the front? That was a different story. This was no street cruiser, it was a wind-cheating, lap-dominating machine. And it wasn't just about the looks. Under the hood, Ford offered the mighty 428 Cobra Jet V8 engine. This was no small block. This was a big, snarling beast that pushed out a factory-rated 335 horsepower, but anyone who knew these engines knew that number was conservative. In reality, the Cobra Jet was closer to 400 horsepower, with torque that could rip pavement out from under you. It was paired with a C6 heavy-duty automatic transmission, and while that might seem tame for a muscle car, it was the perfect choice for high-speed oval racing. Consistency, durability, and raw grunt, those were the goals. Ford only built the Talladega for a single model year, 1969.
And they didn't build a lot of them.
Just 754 units rolled off the assembly line, each one hand-finished at the Ford Lorain assembly plant in Ohio. Every car was technically a production model, but make no mistake, this was a homologation special, built for one reason, to go racing. The 1969 Ford Talladega may not have lasted long, but it burned bright. It was a bullet-shaped rebellion against mediocrity. A high-speed love letter to racing fans. And today, over 5 decades later, it remains one of the most iconic and beloved.